Hello everyone, Darko2012 here with Global Government News, and I have news on the eugenics population control slash depopulation uh, measures uh, kind of category, and it's not always the happiest, brightest of news to give, but it's news that needs to be talked about because our global masters are dedicated to one thing besides controlling us, and that is killing us. And so, I've taken some hits, for talking about Haiti being a eugenics operation, along with other things like setting up security, telecommunications, and and other things. But the biggest point that I was trying to make was it was a eugenics operation, and it is a very dense um, area as far as population density goes. A small area with high population. They've been under global, global powers type control for a long time with the French, the British, the U.S. And so I guess what I'm saying here is I'm gonna give some credibility points here, hopefully, to what I'm doing, my cause. And I'm going to show you a couple of snippets of news that I was talking about just days after the earthquake, the natural, quote, earthquake occurred on January 14th, 2010, in which I described that it was a eugenics front and that vaccinations would be rolling around the corner within a month. And so here we are, less than 30 days away past the fucking horrible tragedy. And so here we go. The mass and people have gotten gangrene and typhus and all that stuff. Um, and as they were turning, the UN were all that were turning doctors away and telling them to go away. And oh, we can't have food in here because it's not secure. But they had warships and warships and helicopters and troops and Marines and NSA, and they secured all four airports, and they secured the embassy, or not the embassy, but you know what I'm talking about, the main Port-au-Prince Capitol building. So, so here we go. Let me show you what I was talking. Hello everyone, this is Darko 2012 with Global Government News, and I'm reading an article titled "Doctors Without Borders: Cargo Plane with Full Hospital and Staff Blocked from the Landing in Port-au-Prince in Haiti." So this is more news on the Haiti front as far as doctors being told not to come in and told to leave. This was posted on January 17th, 2010, and it says, editor's note, only vetted New World Order humanitarian NGOs will be allowed in Haiti. So they're saying that unless it's the troops or United Nations, they're not letting anybody in because this could quite possibly be a soft kill eugenics operation where they're, where these poor people who have been struck by this disaster are going to be not really helped, but they're going to show that in the media with all the troops there. But then they'll use the excuse to saying, "Oh, we got to turn away all these doctors from treating these victims because it's not secure, that we don't have enough security." But yet they have reservists, they have active duty Army, active duty Marines, they have the Coast Guard, they had fleets of aircraft carriers with helicopters, they have drones, they have the National Security Agency, they have FEMA. So somehow it's still not secure. I don't know if we need to send the entire world army into this. I don't know if anybody has seen a map lately, but Haiti's really not all that big. And I don't know how we cannot be securing it enough to where people can start getting some freaking help. But no, they're turning away doctors, and all they want are police and military, and they just want to let people, starve and be malnutritioned and not have medical help. And they want to have the police there, so when the people are getting pissed off because they're not getting any help, and they start rioting even more. And like Bush said, "Hey, don't send us your water and your blankets, just send us your cash." That was his quote. And so when you got all that going on and people are rioting, they got the police there to keep them in order and to accept their unfortunate situation. I just want to say right off the bat that my heart goes out to all those that were either killed or were wounded or somehow affected by this disaster. You never want to hear bad news like this as far as millions being displaced and unrest. My thing is, if you're going to donate, try to donate to a smaller charity instead of the big Red Cross ones and United Way, which are really fronts for eugenics. Give to the smaller ones that are either based in the United States that are made for Haiti, that are there year long, that are involved with Haiti, or you could try to do ones out of Haiti. A lot of the ones from Haiti are actually down right now, not operating. But there's one that I donated to that was from Haiti, that's been there the entire time. So, because my belief is that with like other disasters, they'll come in with their blankets and water and set up their tents and start hand out little debit cards and that's pretty much it. There'll be a wave of publicity, and you'll see all these politicians and famous people, and then they'll be back, with all that money that they got in charity. They'll come back, maybe a month later and vaccinate everybody, but that's about it. So if you want to donate to a real charity where that the money is going to go towards something long-standing that's really going to help rebuild this country instead of just contributing to eugenics. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there. I'm going to get to this now. Port-au-Prince, February 2nd. As fear for post-disaster epidemic haunts, doctors from the countries and international organizations are orchestrating vaccination efforts against diseases that may spread in the tent cities. The quake hit Haiti. Children are main vaccination targets. Of course they are. Vulnerable adults will also get vaccine shots in temporary residence areas, which are mostly large tents and open places. I wonder if those vulnerable adults are pregnant women as well. So far, there is no evidence that contagious diseases have broken out. And it says in the makeshift camps, but diseases caused by poor hygiene like skin rashes and respiratory complaints are plentiful. Red Cross officials worry about a potential cholera outbreak. Red Cross. Cuban doctors have started vaccinating children in a clinic at the Silvia Cattor Stadium in the Haitian capital. The Cuban Brigade is working alongside with the Pan-American Health Organization, the World Health Organization, and UNICEF on delivering vaccines for immune-responsive infections. This makes me fucking sick, people. Vaccinated about 3,100 people against tetanus-diphtheria at the stadium. UNICEF began collaboration with Cuban doctors on Monday to deliver vaccines to temporary resident areas where children are exposed to infectious diseases. Gotta help the children. You're not for infected children, are you? And something else, political agenda has also been affected due to the earthquake. Haiti's Electoral Council Tuesday said the country's legislative elections, which were originally scheduled between February 28th and March 3rd, had been postponed. For human and technical reasons, it is obvious that the electoral process will not be able to proceed as planned. Oh, that's just too bad, isn't it? Brief history, Jean Bertrand Aristide is a Haitian politician and served Haiti's democratically elected president. Briefly a president from 91 prior to September 91 military coup, and was president again from 94 to 96, from 2001 to 2004. He was then ousted in February 2004's rebellion in which soldiers participated. Accusing the U.S. of orchestrating a coup against him, he was forced into exile. After Haiti's democratically elected leader, President Jean Bertrand Aristide, was ousted in 2004, the U.S., Canada, and France put in place an interim government made of members of the opposition. Laboratory wealthy Haitian American was installed at the head of the government, and on the 30th of 2004, UN, under the UN resolution. So there you go, everybody. There's a lot I squeezed into this little 10-minute video, but there's a lot that went on that was squeezed into this terrible disaster, including political things that could have helped Haiti but ended up actually hurting them. So it also said that one of the candidates was killed in the earthquake. So thank you, everybody, for checking this out.